I am joined by my fellow teammate on the Let's Talk UVS competitive team, TC Dervartanian or Devo for short. TC qualified this last event. Everybody was scared about Bertolt 2, and TC won with Bertolt 1 at this latest event, taking down younger brother Bertolt 2 in the finals. That's how TC got here. TC, how did you get into Universus at the very beginning?
Yeah, funny, I walked into a game shop, just walking through a plaza, and randomly met someone who I haven't seen in like 15 years who works there, and they introduced me to this game by handing me the set one demo deck. So I just tried out with my brother. I really liked the mechanics, and I just got into it like that. It was really random, honestly. It was pretty wild.
So you were at the very beginning of MHA Set 1?
I was introduced with the demo deck, set one demo deck. However, set two was out when I started the game.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
MHA set.
who was your first character to play?
I started playing the game with Meihatsume one. Thought she was really cool.
All right, you are the second person of this 16 who started playing the game with Mei Hatsume 1.
Yeah, well, I read all the characters and I thought, hey, this one's cool. I get to build these really cool assets that do good things for free.
Yeah, yeah.
It was neat.
You open the boxes, you got to play the boxes. Who's your favorite UVS character? Is it Mei Hatsume? And then what's your favorite attack? Um, yeah, who's your just favorite character, I guess, in general, that you're like favorite one to play?
Yeah, so I think my favorite character, like to play as would yeah, it would have to be Meihatsume one again because I just like her the mechanics that she has. It's really cool. I like the dynamics that she's got. The but from like the anime, I think I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely gotta be All for One.
All right.
He's my favorite character.
They never gave him a second one, did they? He just
I
has the
never gave him a
first
second
version.
character, no. No,
Yeah.
I like Bones though. He's so maniacal. It's awesome.
It's a little surprising to hear you with this Mei Hatsume love because for the longest time I thought of you as like the Nomu guy. You got second at a Webcam
Yeah,
regional last year with Nomu, only losing to a player now banned. So you kind of
yeah.
won, and then you got I think fifth at the last chance qualifier for Worlds this year with Nomu.
Yeah,
Um,
I was on the bubble and it was just unlucky.
you
It's
were
just
five
sucks how
one, yeah.
yeah, they cut one round away too, I think. But yeah, they cut one round off too. If there was one more round, I probably would have made it. But just being on that bubble and then not making it is like the worst feeling. One little tiny mistake just cost it all. But yeah,
Yeah. And then you
yeah,
shifted this year, you shifted to being younger Toguro. You had kind of like a very, you were on like the dual needle lunge into the ambush thrust, pick up the dual needle lunge, younger
yeah. Play
build.
a million attacks. I love that. I love playing a million attacks.
Yeah. And now you've shifted to this Bertolt, you're the Bertolt 1 guy. So you've had a couple of different evolutions in your
Yeah,
UVS career.
yeah. Technically, it went first on competitive level. I was playing Toga one as my first competitive character. And then I did Nomu. And then after Nomu was Byakko. However, I didn't play Byakko until the second major regional. I played Younger Chogo first because I thought I could do it. I almost did it, but no, I wasn't. No, but then it was Byakko,
Oh,
and then after that,
You topped the Wish tournament, right?
I did top Wish tournament.
Yeah, with Byakko.
Yeah, and then after Byakko, it was the Attack on Titan set that came out, and I got into Bertolt. Yeah, Bertolt one.
Yeah. And did you mention your favorite attack yet?
No, no. Actually, my favorite attack is like such an interesting one. Um, I think for like nostalgia reasons, I have to say it's uh oh, I just forgot the name. Hold on. It was Toga One's 5 diff attack. The low 5 for 5 that heals you if you deal damage during the turn. That one, I don't know. That
Oh,
attack was so fun to play.
yeah, that one
I'm
was like
forgetting
some
the name.
secret sauce for a while, and now it's just been totally power crept out.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It
I
has
don't know.
some
The effect was
deadlock
so
on it,
cool.
right?
Yeah, the deadlock on it is just you burn two. Just burns two.
Yeah.
So the trick with that was if you can get your opponent to 3 health, you just kill him with that effect because and if you use the enhances in the correct order, it'll burn 3.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now because I can't not remember it. Um, it is knife slice.
Yeah, knife slice. There it is. Yeah,
There
yeah.
you
Use
go.
it. So if your opponent's at 3 health, or no, it was 4 health. Oh, I forget. It was like you can like get an extra point to damage. It was like a lot of fun to like tick people away because my favorite attack because you would just finish people with it a lot of the times
Yeah.
with the toga deck. You just stall for like a billion turns and then you just tick them 1 health at a time. Worst case scenario. It was
All
very
right.
funny.
Give me your hottest universes take. Something everybody's gonna think you're crazy about.
Yeah. Well, I'm usually not a guy to do like really crazy hot takes just to ban the crazy good characters. But now my hot take is definitely to buff Meihatsume one. Been waiting for this buff a long time, even though it's never coming. Give her 33 health or make her a 6-hander, and then she'll be balanced. Because she's unplayable. You can't get past turn 2 without losing half your health every time.
Is there anything they could do keeping the character the way she is, like a card they could print that would buff her?
No, it's just the fundamental of being a 5-hander. She just lacks so much of being a 28 health 5-hander. She just loses
Yeah.
all of her health like on the first attack turn your opponent has. And it's like you can play it really slow, but that's the only way to play. And then half the time it works. So it's just a matter of she just doesn't have the ability to defend. She has to just play defense and has to find it. Doesn't always find it, so it just unfortunate like that.
Yeah, at the time 28 health was decently okay for a five-hander, but now you're playing 34 health six-hand size characters.
Yeah, even back then it was bad. No, it was
All right.
bad back then.
If you're in charge of universes, what IP would you add?
Oh yeah, this is I think my favorite question. Yeah, I am such a fan of World Trigger. My brother introduced it to me, and I didn't watch it for like literally a year and a half. Like he's been telling me to watch it. And I watched it literally like a couple months ago, and I thought to myself, this would be the easiest IP to integrate into the game. Like just straight from the anime, it fundamentally works so well with how
What
the
is world
battling
what is
World
world
Trigger.
trigger?
Oh, and if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's it's clean, it's exciting. The story is really good. It's essentially a story
World trigger.
of essentially like there are
Hmm.
other like beings in like another different dimension that keep invading Earth, and it's simply like really dumbed down is a one of those other beings um, comes to Earth, teams up the with the Earthlings, I guess, and the whole story is how they're going to, uh, I guess, defend the planet while also trying to find like relatives of friends and stuff that were captured. Like it's a very like deep, like developed plot line. It's really good. I was really appreciative of how good the story was, but um,
Was it
I'm gonna
recently
share
made
those
into an
things.
anime or is it pretty old?
I'm not sure, but the anime like they paused making it for a couple years and then made like the next season, and it was a really short season though, but it was very exciting. It is literally like the most perfect like IP to add to this game, to be honest. Like I don't want to
Okay,
spoil it.
now
Like it's so good, you got to watch it.
yeah.
World
I'll
Trigger is definitely good. Although there is like a random filler arc in the first season, like 20 episodes long. You can skip all of it. It absolutely sucks. It adds nothing to the story. Just skip that.
Okay. You
Anyone who
just
hasn't
about had me. You just about had me, and then you threw that out there. Yeah, random
Yeah,
filler arc in 20
the random
episodes.
filler arc was just total waste of time. I don't know why they bothered making it.
All right, if you stop playing universes, it will be because of blank.
Yeah, so I felt this question a lot actually for a couple like times now. The For me like I like I've always liked games like Yu-Gi-Oh and like Magic and stuff. But like I don't play those games because I feel like they're the extremes of what this game is. I feel like this game is a really nice balance of the two. So I would eventually like to stop playing this like if it's not for like life reasons, it would be because of um, the game just kind of feels like it's completely like lost its touch of like not like ending games on turn two, like not being able to do everything you
Mhm.
can, like play your whole deck type strategies, right? I think that that is just so backwards from what universe is, at least from what I understand, and having played the game only for like 2.5 years, is, like I'm sure like in retro I've heard many stories of it being a totally different monster, right? But
Yeah.
man, it just feels like it's its own thing with all those like rules, like the game is played under a bracket of rules, right, that currently are feeling a little bit like they're breaking. But no,
You
it's
think it's
it's
just
still,
too
it's
much?
still okay right now. No,
You think
I
it's
think it's
too
still
much?
mostly okay. It's just like a couple characters that really like tip the scale really extremely.
Yeah.
uh but man, mostly it's okay. But I think if they ever like go really extreme on one end, and like all of the metagame is like that, it's like I that's the whole joy of playing the game for me, is it's not like that. And how it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh,
Mhm.
how it's not like Magic, how there's like, it's like a 3 turn game at least, essentially, right? And with proper gameplay, it's usually a 4 to 5 turn game. Um and it's just about, can you find your kill conditions faster than your opponent? Um but also has like a very, like, it feels like a balanced like defense to offense. Your opponent won't just get one shot, like, like I said already. That it's just that
Yeah,
dynamic.
yeah. If a turn two happens, it should be because,
Yeah,
well, I played it really dumb, or my opponent just
got
absolutely,
wrecked. Yeah,
yeah, ripped the
unluckiest
best
hand of all
hand.
time.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
had the
stuff like
best
that. Yeah,
checks.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so like I love that, how this game, like, mechanically, I think it was like this for me. What got me into the game, why I decided to play it, was because unlike any other card game I've played, right, the idea of, hey, you have to check the top card of your deck for a number to pay the cost for cards, right? That dynamic to me, like, was new and like really cool, and I understood right away that this is a huge balancing factor. You can't just rip the best deck and win every time. You actually have to
Mhm.
play properly and get a little bit lucky with what you're drawing, right? Like that's always how it is. Um, because like in other games, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, you just literally, oh, you go first, oh, your opponent didn't have like four answers, oh, you just win, right? Like that's how Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
works. It just ends on the first turn. um and then I haven't played Magic in a long time, but Magic's probably similar. But I don't know, it was really cool like that. It was a great balance, I thought, in between both styles of GAN gameplay. It was very cool.
Perfect. And then, but finally, what character are you going to play? Are you sticking with Bertolt 1? And what character do you think will win the event if it's not you?
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Bertolt 1, slightly edited again, of course, because yeah, Chaos just keeps getting buffed. I want to very put a big question mark on that. I really don't understand why Chaos is getting so much attention when it already is so good. But um, yeah, I'm gonna play Bertolt 1 on this weekend. Spoiler alert to everyone.
Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chaos has been the symbol, like I think the only symbol since I've started playing the game that has never fallen out of top tier. I don't think it's ever fallen out of like top three symbols in the game. Earth has
Well,
fallen
Chaos
out.
has always
Life
had
has fallen out.
the key defensive pieces. Like I think that's why, because it always had the answers. Oh, that reminds me. Like, I wanted to say something prior to, just really quick. Uh, the actual reason, the only actual reason I started playing Nomu was not because I like the character, which I do like the character. I think it's a cool character, but I hated getting one shot by humongous moves that were unblockable. And I thought, hey, this is the answer. Just play this character. And then I made it my life's mission to make it a competitively viable character. Just for that response. I just wanted that response because I was so sick and
Yeah.
tired of getting killed by like a 2020 Ida kick or whatever. It's the most aggravating thing ever. But um, you asked two questions really quick. There was who I want to play, and then what was that one?
Oh, who do you think is
Oh
going to
yeah,
actually win the event?
yeah. Okay, so I guess this could be another hot take. I think that Pony is going to win if I don't win, right? Like we're gonna say it
Hmm.
like that.
Second place, yeah.
No, so man, I kind of want Marvin to win actually because I think he deserves it. But if he's playing Pony, but the it's that character is so it feels so unchained. It's so good. Um, I really do think that character to win. Now, ironically, I think it's funny that Bertolt 2 kind of counters Pony because of all the damage reduction that he has. Um, so if I really do think it's either going to be Bert 2 or Pony if it's not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of cool decks out there. I'm not. I haven't seen nearly as much as I need to, honestly, to give a valid opinion on that. But no, there's a lot of really good characters out there right now that are totally viable in like the competitive scene. I just the ones that I know of though that are just seem like unhinged are just Bertolt 2 and Pony seem really good. So I wouldn't be surprised if they win. But yeah, but I would also expect to see some cool tech, coming out. Um,
Yeah.
maybe the new Chaos cards. Someone can someone can get them quick enough. The Godzilla deck gets buffed quite a bit with that. I also wouldn't be surprised if Godzilla does end up winning. Godzilla's early game is really really strong right now. So yeah, those would be my top three
Yeah.
guesses.
Godzilla is like your kind of character, but you're playing the Attack on Titan Godzilla. I mean, Bert, they're
Uh,
both 634.
yeah, Godzilla doesn't defend, right? Like that's the problem.
Hmm.
That's why I don't play Godzilla. Although, funny, I was really thinking about putting Godzilla in my side just in case I saw Bert too. Because I'm playing on Chaos and my deck works fine with Godzilla at the helm, but I just thought it'd be very funny.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, get access to the board wipe, buy yourself a
All the
little bit of
Chaos
extra
characters are
time.
allowed to just do that.
Yeah, give yourself a little bit of extra damage for his damage reduction. Since he's never blocking, and that's frustrating as Bert for them to never block.
Yeah, at least I'll be able to not get -6 damage. You got a -10 damage or 9 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it'd
perfect.
be cool though.
Yeah. Any last shout outs you want to give before I let you go and see you on Saturday?
Yeah, I'll give one shout out really quick as a general shout out. Um, the uh, so I'll shout out George, Rich, Sal, and Guillermo because technically my deck is comprised of all of their cards. I don't own all my cards yet still. So my shout out is to all of them for making it possible to play the deck that I want to play. It's gonna be great.
You mean like you're
Big thumbs
physically
up to all my guys.
borrowing? You're
Yeah, I'm
physically
actually
borrowing
borrowing
all of
cards.
your cards from them?
I
All
literally,
right.
I'm always borrowing cards until I go to a regional. Actually, even at my regional, I was borrowing cards. I'm always borrowing cards. I can't find all the cards sometimes. Like I make deck edits at the last second. Always
Yeah.
at the last second.
Yeah, I can tell you if you're watching this and if you have any unfazed, you need to send them TC's way. He's desperately looking for some unfazed.
I think I can get two on Friday. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, since the Star Trek lower decks will be legal this Saturday. But if you want to come root on TC, Saturday, 10 a.m., Tam Cardwell's Twitch, 5 rounds of Swiss, 2 rounds Top Cuts, $3,000 on the line, 750 to first. And you can catch TC playing Bertolt 1 there.